Hello everyone, this is Ange. Welcome to another episode of the Visual Novel Monthly Recap. This is a video series where I highlight news related to visual novel releases and the community for each month. In this video, I'm going to be talking about what happened in October of 2023. A huge shout out to It's Andrew XP for the video editing and to Celtifarron for the new graphics. Shirofune released yet another entry in the Nope Nurses series. This time, Nope Nurses. That's 4 nopes, by the way. If you're already a fan of the series, I assume this is just more of the same content. For all you Muv Luv fans who have been waiting for more Kimi Nozo translation news, it looks like what Eien decided to do is just let the fate of the release be decided by a Japanese crowdfund page. Even though it's on a Japanese site, I believe they do allow non-Japanese people to support this crowdfund. So if you really wanted to see a translated of Kimi ga Nozomu Eien remastered, be sure to support this crowdfund if possible. Speaking of Muv Luv though, it looks like the original Muv Luv trilogy is getting a Switch port sometime in 2024. Since Eien now has the rights to the English translation, I'm gonna assume that would be part of that Switch release, but we will see. Manga Gamer released Nightmare X Vampire: Inferno of Retribution. Based on the tags on the store site, it appears to have some action, which I would assume relate to vampires, but also get the impression it might be a dark action Nukige, but I could be wrong. Ninetale and Jast released Gears of Dragoon: Fragments of a New Era. If you're a fan of the Venus Blood series, gameplay and all, I'd assume Gears of Dragoon is more of the same, but this isn't my usual wheelhouse, so I'm not 100% sure. Kemco released Archetype Arcadia. This is by the same developers who made Raging Loop. Although instead of being a murder mystery like Raging Loop, Archetype Arcadia seems to be more of a post-apocalyptic setting, but I don't know too much about it otherwise. Have you wanted to see a visual novel starring a VTuber? Well, Entagram released a visual novel starring VTuber Minato Aqua called Aquarium. Frontwing released GINKA. If you're a fan of Autry My Dear Moments, GINKA is made by almost the exact same team, but most notably, it features another android-looking heroine, and has the same writer from Autry, Kono Asta, who also wrote visual novels like A Sky Full of Stars and If My Heart Had Wings. Shirofune also released Taimanin Asagi. The cover art makes it look like it has ninja girl heroines in a dark story, but I have a feeling it'll also have dark Nukige-like story elements, but I'm not 100% sure. Way back in 2017, a Kickstarter for Libra of the Vampire Princess was funded and even got a physical release. Unfortunately, apparently a lot of people complained about the translation supposedly being bad, and only just now in late 2023 are they finally deciding to address it. The Patreon page noted which translators and editing are working on this brand new retranslation, but most notably, people from the Love Lab translation group are helping out with it. The only thing I remember about this visual novel is that almost all the major characters have to do with vampires, and it has a bunch of action scenes. Daybreak Translation's long poll is over, as Tsujidou-san's fandisc Virgin Road is announced to be their next translation project. They'll start it after finishing the Akatsuki no Goe trilogy, so don't expect Virgin Road for at least another year. For reference, the Tsujidou series is all about mostly strong delinquent heroines. Virgin Road, like many fandiscs, has after stories for the original 3 main heroines, but also new routes for Azusa and Ryoko. An EVN, OELVN, or Western Original Visual Novel, whatever you want to call it, that's making surprisingly big waves is Slay the Princess. It's a psychological horror visual novel with the main objective being to, as the title says, slay a princess tied in a cabin. However, the main thing that sticks out is that Slay the Princess has a lot of choices with a lot of endings, meaning each reader's experience will be different. It also has less of a jump scare horror vibe, and, well, people have called this the Stanley Parable of visual novels. And that is it for October 2023. As always, if you have any feedback, positive or negative, feel free to leave a comment below in this video or one of my social medias. And now I want to give a huge shout out to my paying YouTube members. First, there's Dexter Boston Terrier Dog RIP, who's been in the VN Super Weirdo for 7 months. Then there's Marie Antoinette, who's been in the VN Super Weirdo tier for 14 months. Then there's Lee Douglas, who's been in the VN Weirdo tier for 5 months. Then there's David Mangiola, who's been in the VN Super Weirdo for 4 months. And then there's Sabin Fire, who's been in the VN Super Weirdo tier for 2 months. Finally, we have Alberia, who just joined in October. Much appreciated. Finally, I want to give a huge shout out to T-Lover, who continues to be a monthly paying member on my Ko-fi account.